Hello students, in this module we will be doing the question answers of your chapter 7, and that is Quit India Movement. We've already done the explanation of this chapter in the previous module. So in this module we will be taking up the question answers, the short answer type questions from your book. You can note them down, or you can even use the play pause method to note down the answers later onwards. So here the question number 1, without wasting any time, we'll quickly come down to the question answers. It is, under what condition would the Congress support Britain in its war against Germany? For this you will write the answer. India would support Britain in its war against Germany only if India will be declared free, or at least have effective power before participating in the war. Question number 2. Why did Congress ministries resign in 1939? You will write it in points. There are 2 points given here. It is A point. In protest against Britain or British government's act of declaring India to be at war with Germany during the Second World War without even consulting the Indian leaders and Indians. Second point you will write, the British government could not assure the Congress that its demand of declaring India free or transferring substantial power to Indians would be fulfilled or not. Next we move on to question number 3. It is, what was the reaction of British government to the resignation of the Congress ministries? Answer 3 is, the British government felt relieved after the resignation of the Congress ministries, because the Congress had formed ministries in large states like United Provinces, Madras, Bombay, etc., and had control over all these states. Question number 4. How did the Muslim League react to the resignation of the Congress ministries? The answer you will write, the Muslim League felt jubilant and celebrated it as the day of celebrated the day of resignation of Congress ministries as the day of deliverance or as a Thanksgiving day. Question number 5. When and by whom was the August offer made? You will write, August offer was made on August 8, 1940. It was made by Lord Linlithgow, 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 the Viceroy of India. Question number 6. Give any 3 salient features of the August offer. You will write this answer in points. Your first point will be, after the war, representatives of the people of India would prepare a new constitution for themselves. Second, a constituent assembly would be convened after the war to frame the Indian constitution. And third point, an assurance was given to the minorities that in case of any change in the constitution, their interests will be fully safeguarded. Question number 7. Why was the August offer rejected by the Congress as well as the Muslim League? You will write it as in 2 paragraphs. You can write for both the parties. You will write first paragraph. The Congress rejected the August offer because it failed to comply with the Congress demand for immediate democratic responsible government. It also did not set up any time limit within which the constitution making body in India was to be set up. Second paragraph you will write in terms of Muslim League. You will write, the Muslim League rejected the August offer because it did not give a clear assurance for the establishment of separate Muslim state of India. So that is all your answer number 7. Question 8 is, what reason did the Muslim League put forward for the creation of 2 independent nations? Your answer you can write in 2 points again. First point, Jinnah asserted that the Hindus and Muslims had nothing in common and therefore needed 2 separate nations. Second point, the Hindus and Muslims have had distinct religion, culture, tradition, literature, economic system as well as laws of inheritance and marriage. to bind together two distinct communities in a single state would lead to discontent and destruction of the fabric of the government. For that reason, they said Muslim League required that India requires two different nations as a division. Question number 9. Why was the Cripps mission sent to India? You will write. I'm giving you, these are slightly longer answers, so you can just write them. I'll speak it slowly. Sir Stafford Cripps was sent to India for the following reasons. Here you will give 3 reasons. First, to break the political deadlock created in India by the rejection of the August offer by both Congress as well as the Muslim League. Second point you will write, to solve the constitutional problems by consulting all the political parties in India. And third point you will write, to secure India's full and active cooperation in its war efforts in the Second World War. So these were all the reasons why Cripps mission was sent to India by Stafford Cripps. Next is question number 10. How was the constitution making body to be constituted according to the Cripps proposal of 1942? Here you will write, according to Cripps proposal of 1942, the constitution making body would comprise A point, the members elected by the lower house of the Indian legislature, and B point you will write, the representatives of the princely states nominated by their rulers. So that is how they will be chosen. Question number 11. Which point in Cripps' offer was against the unity of nation? So here you will write answer 11. The Cripps' offer of non-accession of provinces to the Union, i.e. the provision which allowed the provinces not willing to join the Union to frame their own constitution and obtain separate dominion status, was considered against the unity of India, because obviously that meant division of India into various separate states or countries in a way you can say. Question number 12. What kind of status was promised to India after the war by Sir Stafford Cripps? Here you will write, the Cripps offer promised that India would be given a dominion status after the war. Question number 13. Why did the people of the princely states oppose the Cripps mission? Here you will write, the people of the princely states were against the proposal in the Cripps mission because it refused them the right to send their representatives to the constitution making body. As their representatives were to be selected by their own rulers, they did not have any power in regards to that. That simply means that the ruler, whoever the ruler wants, they will be sent, and that does not mean that they will be representing the entire princely state. It might be just that the person is very close or is in the good books of the prince. So that is how they said that they do not have proper right of representation in the constitution making body, and therefore they will not be able to send their grievances or discuss their problems in the constitution making bodies. So a law could be made in regards to that. So you can simply write, because their representatives were not, they had no right to send their representatives to the constitution making body, as their representatives were to be sent directly by the prince. Next we move on to the question number 14. What did the Congress think of the threat of a Japanese attack on India in 1942? You will write, the Congress considered Japanese advance towards India in 1942 as a threat to India's safety. It could be avoided only if India attained complete independence from the British, because India under British rule would be a bait for Chinese attack. Next is question number 15. What was meant by Quit India movement? In this you will write, the non-violent mass struggle launched under Gandhiji's leadership in August 1942 to demand complete independence from the British to ward off the threat of Japanese attack on India? Next question. Name a prominent person who played an important role in the Quit India movement. All the important leaders were all arrested and taken to unknown places. So the most important person at this time was Jai Prakash Narayan, Jai. Next is Prakash, Prakash, and the third name is Narayan, Narayan. It is one person, three names. Jai Prakash Narayan. Question number 17. Mention any three activities people undertook as a part of the Quit India movement. In this you will write in 3 points. People organized strikes and demonstrations all over the country. Second, they attacked the symbols of British authority such as the police stations, post offices and railway stations. Third point you will write, they formed parallel governments in some areas like Balia in UP, Tamluk in West Bengal and Satara in Maharashtra. After this, we move on to question number 18. How did the Quit India movement show that national feelings had become too deep-rooted? You will write in points. First point, by convincing the British that there would be no retreat and future negotiations could be held on the matter of transfer of power to Indians. Second, people belonging to all sections of society participated in the movement and resisted the British government. Last question is, what was the British government's immediate reaction to the Quit India movement? You can simply write it from your books. It was instantly they started repressing the movement. They got all the important leaders arrested and taken to the unknown places, whereas they machine gunned, open fired and even attacked the protesting mobs with the bombardments. And that is how they wanted to control the movement and suppress it and wanted to have a better rule till the time the war doesn't end. They did not want any more confusions in the country. So that is all your question answers regarding this chapter. That finishes your chapter number 7, the Quit India movement. After this, the next thing that we'll be doing is chapter 8, explanation and question answers from the next module onwards. With this, we come to the end of the module. Thank you.